Hi folks, welcome back to Edible Whole Foods. We've kind of been all over the world over the last few weeks, but we're going to come home to America probably with the most famous chili recipe that there ever has been. This is from Chasen's restaurant. This chili was actually frozen and shipped to Richard Burton and Elizabeth Taylor in Rome when they were filming Cleopatra. Now for those of you of a certain age, you know about what time that was. But the rest of us, that was in the 60s. There was no FedEx. I can't imagine how much this chili cost to get it to Rome, but it's great chili. And I've got Anna with me, who is the Durham
meat team leader.
Meat team leader, the butcher, the head honcho of meat. And Anna, I always like to use grass-fed beef, and I like to use the locally produced pork. But I'm always thinking about flavor. But there's more to it than just flavor, right?
Absolutely.
Tell us about why we need to be using these, what y'all call step 4, step 5.
Right. Well, you mentioned that they're both step 4, and the reason we call it step 4 is we partner with a company called the Global Animal Partnership Company, or a auditing system, and they're an external auditing system that we use here at Whole Foods Market to be really transparent about how an animal was treated. And when you say step 4, that indicates that it rates really highly on our scale of 1 to 5. And 4 indicates that the animal wasn't caged or crowded, it's all natural. There's no hormones, no additives, of course, but even further than that, the animal is usually locally raised and wasn't transported very far for slaughter, which means the animal lived a really rich life and wasn't very stressed out.
That's one of the reasons why some of these step 4 products taste so much better. Okay, I've thrown some peppers and onions in here.
Wow.
To saute them off. And we're going to add quite a bit of chili powder, oregano, and cumin seed. Don't put in ground cumin. You want the cumin seed here. So we're going to stir that around a little bit. And in the real world, we'd let that cook a few minutes, but this isn't the real world. Then we're going to add a 14-ounce can and a 28-ounce can of tomatoes. Get all that going, get it happy. Now, I usually let it simmer for a few minutes because the tomatoes will release some more liquid. But if you think it's too thick, you could certainly go at this point and go and add a little stock if you wanted to. A little pepper. Now, believe it or not, fresh parsley is one of the most important ingredients to this whole thing.
Really?
Yep. The fresh parsley is just crucial. The last thing we're going to do is we're going to throw the pinto beans in. They've already been pre-cooked, so they just really kind of need to warm through. You could use any kind of bean you wanted to. You could use black, you could use kidney. Then just let it simmer. Let it go for about an hour. You got great chili.
Wow.
I want you to try some. Give us a taste. Tell us what you think. Folks, making chili is easy. This is a great time of the year for it. We've got some interesting basketball things coming up in the near future. Stuff freezes great. Make a big batch, but use really great meat. That will intensify the flavor of the chili and just taste better that way, right? Anna, thanks for being with us today.
Thank you so much.
Thanks you guys for coming on and watching us today on Edible Whole Foods. Come back and see us next week.